Don't leave me hanging. It's go time.
Hey everybody, this is Josh, and here we have a Game 3 between OGS Zenio, he is the blue Zerg on the left side of Lost Temple, and Foxer Prime, or MarineKing Prime, as he will soon be known as, in the GSL 3. And the first game went very quickly on Metalopolis. The second game went a little bit slower on Shakura's Plateau and actually went in Zenio's favor. So Game 3 will decide which player moves on into the round of 8 and has an eventual chance for the 10 million won prize money for the StarCraft 2 All Stars Invitational broadcast by GOM TV. And 10 million won sounds like a huge number. 10 million of anything just seems like a lot, but actually it's about $8,800 US, and that's actually a really big prize pool still. $8,800 is pretty much 2 or 3 MLGs combined. So I mean, it's a lot of money, and only 16 players were invited, so each of them has a decent shot at getting it. Right now, though, for Foxer and for Zenio, there's only one shot at getting it, and that's by winning this game. So, not sure what Zenio is going to be doing here. He's got to be fearing the early Marine aggression. He already saw it 2 games out of 2, so probably going to be sticking with the very delayed Vespene Geyser and just getting lots of Lings, Spine Crawlers, and Queens to try and defend against Foxer's well-known Marine aggression. So actually, Foxer's switching it up already. He's got a Vespene Geyser. He's got a refinery building right now before that second barracks even finishes. So he could be pulling the old switcheroo. He knows he has a reputation. He's changing his name to MarineKing. I mean, come on. How's that not a dead giveaway that you like to make Marines? But anyway, he's taking advantage of his reputation, going for something a little bit different here. Instead, he's doing the very standard Terran build. Zenio is going to see this if he's able to get up the ramp. I'm not sure if he's actually going to be able to. I didn't see who actually got the first hit there, but yeah, he is going to be able to. They run the same speed, so unless Zenio makes a big mistake, he's going to be seeing everything that's going on here, including a second refinery. So he doesn't really know what's up, but at least he got his hatchery down first, so that will actually help him immensely in giving him time to prepare for this sudden tech switch by Foxer. And it looks like a factory is being built already, so 1 barracks end of factory. Not sure if he's going to be going 1-1-1 or just heavy Marine tanks. Actually, probably is going to be 1-1-1 very quickly, just because no Marines have even been built yet, aside from the first one to kill off that scouting drone. There you see he does have 1 kill, was able to kill that off. But Foxer, on the other hand, got to see everything in Zenio's base, I believe. Didn't really get a look at the backside, but the gas wasn't even finished yet, so he knows there's no Baneling nest, at least, coming up there, as it does cost, how much gas? 50 gas. Roach Warren is only minerals, though, so he could actually have built a Roach Warren there in the back, very sneakily. He is walling off his ramp right here, doesn't want Zenio busting up there with any early Banelings or anything like that. There is no nest on the way just yet, but it's still a possibility. Did he see... I don't think Zenio saw the factory yet. If he pokes up here with these Lings, he will be able to see that, though, so let's just watch his view and see what he sees. Yes, he does see the factory there, so he should be teching a little bit quicker here in preparation for that. An armory going up very quickly for Foxer, so Thor Drop actually probably going to be extremely likely as he gets that starport up and a factory, getting that tech lab with the armory coming. It all spells very fast Thor Drop. He knows that this hatchery is already here, and the Thor can actually kill basically the top half of this base. I'm not sure if it can actually hit the hatch from there, but with some nice elevator action from the dropship, or the medevac actually, he can go from the cliff to the ground to the cliff to the ground and do a lot of damage. We'll see if he actually ends up doing that. The starport actually hasn't built anything yet. He spent all his minerals and gas on that Thor very quickly, and the medevac is now coming out. So 1 medevac, 1 Thor, all you need to really put a damper on the Zerg's day. Zenio knows that this is a possibility, so he goes ahead and puts a Spine Crawler here. He should be putting an Overlord. Yeah, there is an Overlord there already for vision. He's making this into a lair so it has more health and will be able to stand up better against a Thor Drop. These Lings, of course, are going to be completely useless for this point in the game. Did the Thor finish yet? No, he hasn't. Medevac is going to pop out first and be ready to go as soon as that Thor is prepared. Is he getting plus weapons upgrades? No, he's not yet. Is he going to build another Thor? Indeed, he is. Looks like he has practiced this build, as the gas timing was almost perfectly dead on there. So the first medevac, 4 Fox are moving across the map now. Look at the production tab for Zenio. He's getting 2 spine crawlers, a queen coming out now. He's trying to get as many defenses as he can. He's already got 3 queens sitting here in preparation for this. The Thor has landed. The Thor is here. He's going to be trying to take out this spine crawler very quickly, and of course he does do just a buttload of damage and kills it very quickly. 2 SCVs are actually picked up and dropped to help repair this Thor. That's going to make this even harder to hold off. Now he starts working on Spinecrawler number 2. These 3 queens come in here trying to take this SCV out first. They do take out 1 SCV. The second SCV is being healed by the medevac, and the Spinecrawler goes down, SCV goes down. Now it's just 1 Thor against several queens and 1 more Spinecrawler. This Spinecrawler is actually not going to be able to reach the Thor right here, though. The lair has finished, and a Spire is being built now, so Mutalisks might be able to help defend against this. That Thor, that second Thor out of the factory of Foxer has been completed. Now a third one is being built, so we might be seeing another Thor showing up here soon. Another SCV is airlifted in to be a repair force for this single Thor with 4 kills. He's trying to kill off these Overlords to prevent the Queens and Spinecrawlers from having vision up there, but once the Spire's complete, working off of 3 gas, you should be able to get a nice flock of 4 or 5 mutas and be able to take out this Thor. And actually the second Thor is coming in now, but it's trying to drop into the main. I don't know if that's going to be a great idea, as Lings and Queens can actually defend that a little bit easier than they can up on this cliff. So not too efficient right there, but he is going to move over to the cliff to join his original Thor buddy. Another medevac comes in with more airlifted SCVs. This Thor and SCV force might be enough to force Zenio into a very, very bad position. Lings and Queens coming now, trying to kill off this Thor at the bottom of the cliff, but medevacs, of course, can just lift it off. Zenio, if he can score a medevac kill, he's going to be in a very good position to try and hold this until his mutas arrive. He's got 3 in production right now. He's got 3 in the sky already. He probably should be waiting, as Thors do splash damage to air units, instead of clumping all those up and trying to take the Thors head on with only 3 mutas. Another Overlord does go down now, but Zenio is not supply blocked just yet. Both medevacs are going to drop the Thors, actually just getting them in a better position to take out the Spinecrawler first. Now the mutas arrive. They are getting some transfusions from the Queens below. The medevacs do not go down. One is at very, very low health, but the Thors just do so much damage to these mutas, he cannot stick around long enough to finish it off. The Thors are going to kill anything that come in range about this area here. And it looks like the next Thor is about to complete at the factory back in Foxer's main. These 2 Thors are doing quite a good job right now, killing things off. They have 23 kills between them, 24 now. Going to continue shelling away at these Queens. Third Thor does arrive now from the home base, and this is just going to be very hard for Zenio to stop at this rate. A Hydralisk Den is coming in now, and more mutas, but he's going to need a lot of mutas to be able to hold this off at this point. Drones starting to come under fire now. Overlord's going down every few seconds. If this one goes down, he's going to be majorly supply blocked. Yes, he is majorly supply blocked now, so more Thors can continue to come out, but Zenio's going to need to stop the ones that are already here if he's going to win this game. Fox are doing a great job with this constant Thor aggression. Zenio actually moved a ton of drones here to this bottom spawn location. He has built a hatchery here in the meantime while all this was going on. I don't believe he's done any kind of counterattack just yet. If he has, I'll just picture later on. But now this lair is starting to go down. There's nothing here to defend it. A Nidus network is actually being built. The Roach Warren is nearly completed. The Hydralisk Den should be done already. Pneumatized Carapace for faster Overlords is being researched. I don't believe Zenio has an Overlord in Foxer's main yet, but once that lair is destroyed, these 2 Thors get picked up and another one is left very lonely by himself. Foxer is trying to expand now, as you should do when you're ahead in these games. Always try to expand when you know your opponent is not in a position to come stop it. So he's going to expand just fine. Zenio is on 2 bases now. He's got lots of tech options here, but not that much gas to be able to use all of them. The Nidus network is completed, but I don't believe there's any Overlords over here for spotting. So I'm not sure what he's going to be able to do. These Lings come down to the south for no real reason, just darting back and forth to see if they can catch Foxer's army. But now Foxer has quite a lot of Marines, 4 Thors, SCVs are here to repair. He's marching right across the map here. Here's 4 Mutalisks here giving spotting for a Nidus Worm. I'm going to put this in the picture-in-picture and watch as Foxer presumably tears through this base in the meantime. Actually, SUV's being pulled now to try and kill that Nidus Worm, but Foxer has arrived. He's going to start taking out Overlords even faster than before with all these Marines and Thors. SUV's not really in a great spot to do any repairing, but 4 Thors is quite a lot of Thors to basically fight against nothing here for Zenio. He's only got a couple of Roaches and Overlords hanging out. A Spinecrawler is trying to be built, but these 2 SUVs trying to do their job, actually prevent it from finishing. This Nidus network should be under fire here soon, but it looks like in the picture-in-picture, Foxer was able to hold that off with pretty much no problems, and Zenio just reeling right now. Doesn't really have anything to stop this 92 supply army from shredding his base, killing all of his Overlords right now. He can't even rebuild Overlords fast enough to get an army going. 6 Roaches coming out now, but 5 Thors will easily be able to tear through 6 Roaches, no problem. And now he's just crushing these buildings here. Hydralisk Den going to go down very quickly. Spawning pool down. Marines just clean up these little broodlings as they pop out, and the medevacs heal them back up. So no chance here of Foxer losing this game, in my opinion, but Zenio does not want to lose. Obviously, he's going to delay this as long as he can, delay the GG. He's got 9 Roaches here, but 5 Thors, even without SCVs repairing, will be able to take that out pretty quickly. He could even start just destroying the Spire right now. I'm not sure what he's afraid of. He could seriously A-move through this base and be just fine. He's taking out Overlords still. Don't know how Zenio's been able to produce so many Overlords, probably because he's losing drones and army fast enough that he doesn't have to rebuild the Overlords quite as fast as I led on earlier. But now look at this huge number of Thors. 7 Thors here, just crushing everything. This last geyser goes down, and he's ready to move and find Zenio's other base. He's got to figure by now that there's something else out there, even though he hasn't never scanned down there to find it. He knows, obviously, since he's not being revealed or anything, that there's another hatchery somewhere. These Roaches try to do a little counterattack here. No, he's not even committing to the counterattack. He's only sending 4 Roaches in there pretty much to their death, and these other 6 Roaches, I don't know what they're doing, but anything he does here is not going to be enough. Check out the units right now. 33 drones is actually quite surprising, but he is on only 1 hatch here against 2 of Foxer. He's trying to drop more hatcheries all around the map. I don't know how he's able to afford this, but he's definitely not going to be able to build an army fast enough without all those tech structures. He's only got a spawning pool and a baneling nest right now, trying to get a roach warrant up. He's got a ton of money, but he's not going to live long enough to be able to spend it on anything substantial enough to stop these Thors from just bulldozing this hatchery here at the natural. He's just going to march right up the ramp and be able to take out that other base as well. There's nothing here to defend except for 3 Mutalisks and 2 Zerglings and 6 Roaches wherever they are. They're actually up at the Zelnaga Tower hanging out. Oh, look at this! Oh, supply depot heart. Foxer is so good-mannered. He's just building a supply depot heart while he rips through Zenio's last remaining hopes of winning any money in this invitational. Will he finish the supply depot heart is the real question. And yes, here it looks like he is going to be able to do that. This is just not even worth watching as Zenio GG's out of there after losing all of his workers. But the supply depot heart, still, I'm a big fan. Foxer, I like your style, buddy. You can be a MarineKing if you want to. That Thor play was pretty impressive stuff. So GG's to Zenio. Very well played by Foxer, except Shakira's Plateau kind of... He got stuck in a bit of a rut. Zenio was able to pretty much roll over him in that game. But, you know, it just goes to show that all these guys are on a comparable skill level. They can take games off of each other. And, you know, sometimes they fall for things like extremely fast Thor. So good games, and I hope you'll stick with me for the rest of the GOM TV StarCraft 2 All Stars Invitational casts. Next round of Warpins might help out Genius, but the Roach count is still higher than the Stalker count. Now it looks a little bit even, and these Zealots actually could turn the tide here. More Roaches coming in